It's Dan with the MCAA. I'm here with Jake and Matt Travis, who is the VP of Operations here at PROSOCO, and we are currently overlooking the production floor, and we're going to learn a little bit more about the inner workings of the company.
So let's take a look here in our warehouse. So as you can see, we store quite a bit of product in here. Every product that we carry, we store in this warehouse. So we're a little unique that way, in that we make all of our products. We don't have them made by someone else. So I can show you today many different products that we actually are making and where we store them here. So let's take a head down this way. So we're pretty proud of our brand. Our brand's a pretty dominant orange color, but what we like about that is you can see it out on job sites. You know when it's being used. Yeah. Our customers come to look for that, make sure that they have the exact right product that's being out there used on the job. As you look at a lot of this equipment that you've seen around here, you'll notice that it looks fairly familiar. Where have I seen this before? You've seen it on television shows, and where you're seeing it is in food processing. Yeah. So almost everything we use is food grade. Okay. All of our acids that we use are food grade acids. It adds to the safety, it also adds to the consistency of those products. You know exactly what you're getting because FDA has got some type of a stamp on most of them. So right here we've got our 1 gallon fill line. On our 1 gallon fill line we fill 8 1 gallon containers at a time. This is a fully automated production platform. And so what we do is we put the gallon container down, the conveyors take it away, it fills it, then it caps it, then it brings it down here to a collection table. That collection table then we inspect each one, quality assurance always. So these are filling 5 gallon tight heads. There's going to be 10 5 gallon containers, so 50 gallons at a time. From there, they're kicked down the automated conveyor and they go down to our robot, which we've nicknamed Rosie. Rosie picks up 4 at a time and stacks them on a pallet. It's important to use the automated equipment here because the automated equipment gives us that consistency so we know the fill are always filled to the same level. So the bulk tanks that you see sitting here on our left, these are raw material tanks. So as product comes in from tankers, it's dropped outside and is pumped in into here and put in each one of these individual tanks. On our right-hand side, these are storage tanks. And so after we make a product, it goes to one of these 3 storage tanks, which then go out to our 1 gallon, 5 gallon, and 55 gallon lines. So in our pH neutral area, you see a lot of different things going on. We actually have 2 fill stations, each with 2 diving lances. So each station can do 2 5 gallon containers at a time. By doing diving lances, we reduce the amount of foam that happens, and so they can be filled much faster than we can with a top fill. So the 4 head unit that we have here will actually outperform our 10 head unit we have at the other end of the building. It's just that much faster. Probably most importantly, as we look at all these products, is how do we make sure that the water is always consistent? As we all know from at home, our tap water constantly changes. Some days it tastes a little minerally. Some days it might seem a little bit flat. It's just the water source and where we're getting it. So what we do here is we actually run our whole water through an RO process. RO is reverse osmosis. So we know that the water that we're using in every one of these products is consistent. Our mineral content always stays the same. Our salt content stays the same. Those are the RO tanks right there.
So that's the reverse osmosis water that we're actually producing in-house.
Wow. So 24,000 gallons we keep on hand at all times. Wow. So that produces 24 hours a day.
That's the consistency factor that we're talking about. That I highly doubt there's anybody else in our industry that produces their own water.
I've been to many plants and I've never seen it being done before. Yeah. So now we're into our solvent room. And so our solvent room is a containment room. It's an explosion-proof NEMA 4 room that we handle all of our flammable products. So in the unlikely event that you would have a catastrophe and something would explode or catch on fire, this room is fully contained. You've got a steel door that slides shut. All the walls on the outside are metal that are meant to bow out. So what we're going to see is if a catastrophe happens, we're going to push out toward the parking lot and not where people are working. So again, back to our employee safety and trying to have the safest place we can to work.
Well, Matt, thank you so much for the tour, and I appreciate it.
Thank you for coming out and joining us today.
Thank you.